The woman wanted revenge on her ex-boyfriend, so she decided to take away the thing he valued most. Through daily interactions, Jenny slowly realized something. What Jack treasured more than anything was not an object, but a person. That person was David, the senior disciple Jack respected above all else. So Jenny deliberately approached David. She slept with him. Before long, she became pregnant with David's child. Using this as leverage, she persuaded David to give up his life in Tokyo and move to the countryside with her. Already deeply disillusioned with his master in their school, David agreed without hesitation. Before leaving, however, he went to see Jack one last time. Jack noticed the unfamiliar scent on David and sensed Jenny's presence, but he didn't confront him. Instead, he urged David to pull himself together and apologize to their master, believing that only then could David return to the art of Rakugo. But David told Jack that he was leaving Tokyo for good. Jack was confused by the sudden decision and demanded an explanation. Why abandon Rakugo, the pursuit David had devoted his entire life to? David answered bitterly. The master had already decided to pass the Yakumo title to Jack. No matter how hard David tried, it would never matter. He confessed that he had always envied Jack. Jack was favored by their master, protected at every step, while David was nothing more than a stray taken in out of pity. What David didn't know was that Jack had always envied him too. As he watched David walk away, Jack felt a deep, unbearable pain. Not long after, the master suddenly fell gravely ill and was hospitalized. Facing death, he officially decided to pass the Yakumo name to Jack. Jack refused, insisting that David was more worthy of the title. That was when the master revealed the truth. Decades earlier, his own father had been the Yakumo successor. He believed without doubt that he would inherit the name one day. But then a prodigy named John appeared. John's talent overwhelmed everyone. No matter how hard he tried, he could never match John's ability. In despair, he used his position as the master's son to force his father, in front of everyone, to declare him the next Yakumo successor. John, treated unjustly, soon left the school and vanished without a trace. He inherited the Yakumo name, thinking the story had finally ended. Years later, a gifted young student appeared at his door. The boy's style was identical to John's. The master immediately knew this was John's disciple, come to reclaim the Yakumo name. At the end of his life, the master finally let go of his obsession. He declared that either of the two could inherit the Yakumo title. After saying this, he passed away. Jack held a grand funeral for him. The elite of the Rakugo world all attended. Everyone came, except David. The once bustling Yurakutii theater was left with only Jack. The head of the Rakugo Association repeatedly pressured Jack to accept the Yakumo name before the lineage was lost, but Jack refused. In his heart, only David was worthy of becoming Yakumo, so Jack tracked down Jenny's former employer to ask for her address. After obtaining it, Jack set out for the countryside to search for David. Do you think Jack will be able to find him?